In this lesson, we're chatting about how to price your products based on the transformation that they provide for your clients and customers. Remember, we've done a lot of work talking about how people buy the transformation, they don't just buy the product. So, before we dig into formulas, before we dig into actual numbers, you really want to think about how your price reflects the value of the transformation your people are going to get. So, for example, when you think about a coaching service like this, Thrive, that's going to help a creative woman finally start her creative business to take it from idea to tangible reality, the value of that in somebody's life is immense, right? It is so valuable to have the accountability, the structure, the guidance, the foundational know how to finally take action. So rather than just calculating that by the hours that are put in and the content and the overhead and those strict numbers, yes, those all come into play, but it's also the value of what is going to happen in that person's life. So when you think about this with your own products, whether it's an online course or an art print, think about not only the numbers that go in, not only the overhead, not only the expenses, which we are going to cover in a couple of lessons here, but also what that person is going to get and what that transformation is worth, right? So you can think about this. If you go into a local coffee shop and you buy a latte and it's $6, right? You could go across the street to the 7-Eleven and get a latte from the machine for probably like 125. Those are two different prices for the same product. But what you have to consider is the experience that you're going to get from each. If you buy that coffee at 7-Eleven, maybe that is fitting the purpose if you're on the go or you don't really care or you're not a huge fan of coffee, whatever, right? You're not that interested in it. You just need a cup of coffee. But if you're looking for the full experience, you want to support something local, you want something that's made with intention, you want a place where you can sit down and draw for a while, then that $6 latte is not just the latte, it's the experience. It's the coziness, it's the feeling you're going to get from sitting down in that local cafe, knowing you're supporting a local business. So you're paying for more than the coffee. You're paying for that transformation and that feeling. So this is something I want you to consider when pricing your products, your services, and offerings is what is the feeling? What is the transformation that people are also paying for, not just the product itself? So every time you price your products, every time you price your services, think about what's the transformation and what's the value here before digging into any equations. Okay, in the next lesson, we're going to chat about how to price your products based on pricing for your ideal community. I'll see you there.